agency, and welcome to my NFL mock draft. I've been waiting for this video for a while. I really love football. I want to bring a bit more of that content here to the TGO, but today we'll be beginning here with a mock draft. I'm going to be picking for every team, and the website is called thedraftnetwork.com. We'll be doing only one round. It'll be normal speed, and we'll be doing manual, so I basically do everything. The first pick in this draft is the Arizona Cardinals, who took a quarterback last year, Josh Rosen, but I believe they take Kyler Murray here. I think with the Cardinals struggling O-line, a guy like Murray that can move around the pocket will be a really great pick for them, and I believe he's a special talent. Now, a lot of people love Nick Bosa. Yeah, I do too, but I don't believe he's the Niners' top need. In free agency, the Niners traded for Dee Ford, the Chiefs pass rusher, and got some other defensive pieces, but not in the secondary. So I believe taking Greedy Williams, having him playing opposite Richard Sherman, will help the San Francisco 49ers take that big step. He's one of my favorite players. Greedy Williams is. There's just kind of a bit of a report on him, and he is now a Niner. I believe that Quinton Williams is the best player in this draft on the defensive side of the ball. I believe our team with the Jets had C.J. Mosley, Le'Veon Bell, and I think getting a big superstar at him could maybe have the Jets make the postseason. I love Williams, and him to Jets is a perfect selection. Nick Bosa finally goes to the Raiders. The Oakland Raiders have a ton of picks, and I believe they should be spent on defense. I think Bosa will really kind of get that big player that when the Raiders traded away Khalil Mack, they lost. So there he is. Speaking of trading away, the Buccaneers traded away or released the kind of main linebacker Quan Alexander to fill kind of that field general role. I'm going to have them take Devin White. He was a bit of his things. I like his coverage. He's really fast. He can do it all, and I think that's what the Buccaneers need. And with the new head coach, Bruce Arians, I think he'll make it to the postseason. The Giants are a team that needs a lot of help, but I believe they do not need a quarterback. Eli Manning is not great, but he is serviceable for the time being, and I think the Giants need to focus on defense. With that being said, I believe they should take Josh Allen out of Kentucky. I really like Allen a lot, and I think him going to the Giants is perfect. Last year we had Josh Allen, the quarterback, going to the Bills, so I think Josh Allen, the edge rusher, going to Giants is a great pick. The Jaguars in free agency picked up Nick Foles, but who's he going to throw the ball to? Well, DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf, I really like. Some people love him or hate him. I think he could be a Calvin Johnson type of player with the correct team, and I think the Jaguars could be that team. I know people say O-line, but I think giving them that big body receiver could help. The Lions, I don't know much about, but I believe a Sean Gary, a guy that I think has very high upside. He's from Michigan, high upside. A guy I like to the Lions will be pick number 8. I was going to say wide receiver here for the Bills, but they addressed that in free agency by getting Cole Beasley, a really good possession guy, a really good deep guy in John Brown. I believe they get Jawan Taylor, who I believe is the best alignment. Now, a lot of people have Devin Bush going to the Broncos, and I like Devin Bush. He's talented, but I really love Ed Oliver. And I think adding him to the D-line with Bradley Chubb, having Von Miller on the same defense, and having still a good secondary, yeah, I think this is a pick that could really impact that franchise. And I think, speaking of impact, this is kind of be the wow pick. Last year's Baker Mayfield with pick number 1. This year, I believe it's Dwayne Haskins to the Bengals. I like Dwayne Haskins more than most people. I really like the way he handles himself in games. I believe, the Bengals hired their coach, Zach Taylor, who was the Rams quarterback coach. So I think he would like to get himself Dwayne Haskins. This one's sweet and simple. I love TJ Hawkinson. I've seen a lot of his tape. I believe he'll fit perfect with Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Dolphins could go Drew Lock, but I believe they go Montez Sweat, a really good edge rusher. The Dolphins have a lot of old talent who's good, but they need to get younger, especially on the D-line. I just like Sweat. I think him in his teen range is good. The Falcons, like the Lions, I don't know too much about, but I think Christian Wilkins adding to, I really like the secondary, Keanu Neal. Vic Beasley's a good linebacker, so I think getting a piece of that D-line could really help them. The Redskins, I think, could take Drew Lock here, and I think they'll actually have that happen. I think that could happen with Alex Smith, maybe not even playing ever again. And then we move on here to the Panthers. I know a lot of people are saying D-line, and I wouldn't be mad if like Montez Sweat went here, but I think they need help in the secondary, and I think pairing up Jonathan Abram with Eric Reed in that defense could be really great. I'm a Panthers fan, and I would really love this move, so that's what I'm gonna do. The Giants, we have addressed the team on the defense, and I believe it's now time for offense. They get themselves Andre Dillard. You know, the O-line, when you have Saquon in the backfield, you want to make sure he can run. So I believe that is the pick. And then I have Garrett Bradbury going to the Vikings. Two linemen. I think he just fits well with Minnesota. Yes, I know this is kind of a common selection, but I agree with it. So I really like the Titans, and I was going to go wide receiver, but I'm like, they won 9 games last year, and Corey Davis was seeming to develop. So they could be going Hakeem Butler or Marquise Brown, but I believe Brian Burns here, a guy out of Florida State, could really help their defense. The defense is good, and I think making it better for Tennessee, a team that could make the postseason, I think is kind of the better move. Kind of similar to the Niners, like they're on the edge of postseason. I just think something like that will help them. And I believe that Steelers here go Byron Murphy. Need kind of that big corner here to go up against guys like AJ Green and Odell Beckham Jr. in that division. Seattle, they have 2 picks here, and I believe at this pick, they could be taking an O-lineman. I believe they'll go Jonah Williams, a guy I really do like. For the Baltimore Ravens, one of my favorite teams, Lamar Jackson had an exciting season, but he's a wide receiver. And I think N'Keal Harry out of ASU, one of my favorite players in this draft, to the Ravens just makes a lot of sense. I think he'll fit well. I could see Brown and Butler also going. You would be happy with it, but personally, N'Keal Harry is my favorite. Texans, I like their defense. I just think they need help on that O-line, so Cody Ford to Houston. Alrighty, it's time to go get a corner here for the Raiders with DeAndre Baker. Baker's my number 2 corner, but anyways, Raiders need that big piece. Or Greedy Williams, kind of whatever way you like it, but I think Williams is the better corner. But Baker's now a Raider. Now, there's a chance that if the Raiders say wanted to go quarterback, maybe DeAndre Baker falls to the Eagles, but not to worry. There's still a good defensive player in Seal Adderley, a guy I really like. I think that he's someone that can make an impact on this Eagles secondary, and they really need it. I believe last year, Darius Leonard to the Colts, getting him a field general will be good. And I believe they go offense here. And I really like Hakeem Butler to Indy. We then go to the Raiders. I'm not super high on really Josh Jacobs this draft. I know a lot of people like him. But I think giving them almost Marquise Brown here to Oakland, have Antonio Brown and Marquise Brown, I think that could really help Oakland. Chargers, I believe should take Daniel Jones. I believe Phil Rivers is a Hall of Famer, and if he could teach Jones some things, he could be a good starter. Seattle will have this pick again, and I believe they go Devin Bush, actually. I think having him on that defense. No, actually, I want to go tight end here, Noah Fant. Forgot I don't have Jimmy Graham anymore. And I think with the Packers, I believe here we give them Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, a guy I really do like. I think he has really good coverage, good tackling. He's someone that I think fits with this Packers team. I think the Green Bay Packers could have one of the best drafts this in recent years. The Rams really lack here a linebacker, and Devin Bush finally goes at pick 31. He could go earlier. I don't know. I like him. I think he's a good player. I'm just not super high on him. And the Patriots here, I believe, take Cleveland Farrell to help out the edge rush. A.J. Brown, I think, is a perfect early second-round guy. I'm not super high on Josh Jacobs, and I could see a team like in round 2 of pick number 15 taking up Jerry Tilley. And I know nothing about really the rest of these guys. So Cleveland Farrell it is. And that is it. I had guys a lot of fun doing this. I love football, and I do want to bring more NFL content to the TGO. The draft is actually on Thursday, April 25th, which is also my birthday, so thought that I'm excited for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Next week, I'll be seeing you as I do my MCU movie rankings, and then we'll be back to Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys are a fan of football, let me know in the comments below your picks. And I'll see you guys next time.